Mikey versus Sean show. Mikey versus Sean show. Mikey versus Sean show. Mikey versus Sean show. The Mikey versus Sean show. Mikey versus Sean show. Mikey versus Sean show. Mikey versus Sean show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for another episode of the Mikey versus Sean show. And if that sounds a little weak today, it's because Sean is not here. So this is another episode of Fuck Sean. Fuck Sean. And we have Troy back tonight. Troy, say what's up.
It's nice to be back. Thanks for having me.
Yep. And we also have another white guy to replace Sean today. We have Tristen. Tristen, say what's up.
What's up, y'all?
What's up? So, as you all know Troy from before, we were talking about Tinder, Bumble, and dating apps in the dating world. So, Troy is a Tinder pro, as you guys remember. I've actually experimented recently with Tinder for about a month now, and also Bumble at the same time. And then we have Tristen here, who has not dabbled in either or, and he also has a girlfriend. That's right. So we have some different perspectives here. So I don't know, let's just follow up with where you at right now in your current relationship status, Troy.
Doing pretty good. Yeah, me and Chick do alright. We don't fight too much. Yeah, man. Not a crazy whiskey drinking mouth puncher like I normally go for, so that's a plus in my book. Actually, you said you were doing Tinder recently too, about a month in. How you liking it?
Alright. This is my Tinder experience. So, as we mentioned before, Troy, his words of advice were, first thing, right off the bat, you want to sign up for the membership so you can get the unlimited swipes. So I was like, so I did the like $10 a month. I didn't want to commit to like the 6-month plan. And
I didn't
have
do
like
that either.
They have like a whole year plan.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, if you're like trying to date and whatever, you really need that long of a plan. Like, how long are you gonna,
man, and see how it goes, you know?
I thought the whole point was to like find someone and stuff.
I know, 6 months you're there to bang.
Yeah, right?
Kicked in your $10
years?
You've kicked in your $10. How's it going? Like, anything?
So,
anything?
This is the thing. So I signed up for Tinder and Bumble the very same day, so I can experiment and compare the two.
Contrast, yeah.
Okay. So right off the bat, Bumble has a classier look. It just looks cleaner. It looks more legit, and if I can say that.
Okay.
Tinder makes Tinder look more. What's the word for it? Just.
Love rent, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. Tinder's the OG.
I don't know.
Tinder's the OG.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. And the big difference is with Bumble. So say you match. It's the same thing. You swipe right if you like them. Swipe left if you don't. But if you match with the girls, the girls have to message you first. So it's like you can match, but then there's like you can't do shit until they like say hi or whatever.
So what is the guy? All the power is taken away, or what?
Well, it kind of actually makes you feel better in a way, because it's like the girl's like, coming to you.
The girl's making the first move.
Yeah,
so
making
you don't
the
have
first
to
move.
Actually put yourself out there.
Yeah, you don't have to be like come up with the line, a little clever opening line. You know what I'm saying?
So
that's their job.
You're playing off your looks, then, huh?
Exactly. That's mostly what.
Well,
but you have a bio
playing
too.
Off their looks, yeah.
Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, let's be real. Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, first, of course, it's the picture's the main thing. So that's,
Okay.
But so, and also with that, they have 24 hours to make that move. So if they don't, it's gone. But what they also have for the guy, there's like a daily extend, and I guess you can get like unlimited extends if you pay for it, whatever. Mm-hmm. But so say like the time's running out. Say like there's a chick that you're like, oh man, chick's pretty hot, whatever, and you're like, okay, but this chick has like 2 minutes left.
Like, yeah, but is she just thinking about it?
Well, maybe she just hasn't been on the app.
Okay.
in 24 hours or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
So what you do is you like hit the daily extend, and it gives her another 24 hours to, you know, make that move.
Sounds like it gives the girls an opportunity to fish a little, you know? See who's interested.
Well, not really, because, like, not everyone has that. It's like you only get one, you know, so it's not really something to play around with, I guess. You know?
Yeah.
It's not, like, really in your favor.
You gotta have something good on the line,
like
then.
Yeah.
Well, you said you've been doing it for a month now. Have you got any dates? Have you got your dick wet? Like, what's going on with that, man? Like, what are the results?
Man, all right.
Look,
all right, let's start with Tinder. Let's start with Tinder because that's where we were at earlier. So, in comparison, matching. Let's start with matching. Matching is not the same. The matches are way less. And then keep in mind that Bumble is free. And this I paid $10 for. So you're matching less on Tinder. And then when I do match, they're like, because what I'm doing, I'm just swiping. I'm not really looking.
Yeah, you're just going
so what I'm doing is just swipe. After I match, I'll check it out. And then you can unmatch from there, you know, or proceed, whatever.
Got it.
So the ones I am matching with, they're like typically grenades. I don't know if you know what a grenade is, but it's like a busted chick.
I can figure that part out, all right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Some chick that you're not like, you're like, nah.
No.
So, and then, okay. So I haven't been on any dates from Tinder except for one. There was one. So this is the situation that happened with this, and this was very recent, like maybe last weekend.
Okay.
So we matched, and then this chick actually happened to look like a normal human being.
Right.
You know, and I actually messaged her. I was like,
is that like a surprise?
Yes. Yeah, I was very shocked. I was like, because like at this point, every time I get a notification from Tinder compared to Bumble saying you have a match, I'm thinking, all right, let's see what this grenade looks like. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But then she happened to be like actually like good looking and shit. And then, you know. So we started talking, and I actually messaged her. I was like, wow, you're like surprisingly normal or some shit I said. I don't know, something along those lines, trying to be funny, clever.
Something a little cooler than
that,
right?
Something, yeah. Let's just work that out in your guys' head and make it sound real good.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah. So it said something like that, and then, you know, we got in the combo. We talked and got to know each other a bit, got her number, started talking, and then it was like a Friday night. She just actually hit me up. I guess she was like around the time of getting out of work. Like, what are you doing tonight? I was like, I don't know. He was like, you want to do something? I was like, well, yeah, of course, right? So she's like new from out here from Baltimore, Maryland.
Okay.
So doesn't really know too many people, hasn't really been too many places. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. Like, it's easy. I can just show her some new spots.
Yeah. Low hanging fruit, you know.
Yeah, just like
it's fun. It's easy.
Yeah, like show you this spot, right. You know. So we went to the Spectrum. She's never been to the Spectrum. Took her there. You know how nice the Spectrum is, especially at night. Very lit, very like beautiful scenery. You know.
Of course.
A lot of restaurants and places to grab a drink and food and whatever.
Yeah.
So we went there. Walked through, like, you know, parked at the end so she can get like a full tour of the, you know, all the way through. Like, started from the opposite end of the theater and walked like leading all the way up to like ending where the restaurants, the improv. Yeah, exactly. You know, say the best for last. You know, make it look good.
Yeah.
So yeah, we did that, and then we ended up grabbing drinks at Cheesecake Factory. So got some IPAs. And we hit it off and shit, and then like walking back, and then we stopped at the little like area where you can like sit like kind of next to the fountain, and then we're just talking, and then, you know, just made that move, started making out with her, and she was down, you know.
Nice.
So it went well, you know. And then what did we do after that? We left, came back over here, went to the Worst House, which is like a bar. You know the Worst House.
Oh, yeah.
Across the street. It's like a German bar. They have like a lot of German beers. got something to drink there, and then we came back to the studio.
Yeah.
Showed her some shit, performed the song for her. It went well. Everything went well, you know. So then so that was Friday. Sunday we went back out. We went bowling, Lucky Strike at the block. So like that went pretty well. I took it easy on her. She ended up winning.
Did you get lucky?
Did I get lucky?
Yeah.
No.
All right.
It's like, let's just get that out the way.
Two strikeouts.
No,
I'm trying
no.
to answer Troy's question.
Yeah.
Did the dick get
It
wet?
seems like he's working it.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
No,
I'm just kind of
I feel-
pinning the scene so you guys can know what happened with my one and only Tinder date. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because that was the only one. So.
And no Bumbles so far though, right?
No, I've been on like a
Couple of
few
those? Okay.
Bumble dates. Yeah. So I'll get to that
See,
after
this was
that.
2 days consecutive. I thought.
Huh?
This was 2 days consecutive, right?
No, this was Friday and then Sunday.
Ah.
Yeah. Because she like works at a jewelry store. She works late hours, so she's not getting out to like 10:30, which personally I don't really like. I don't like when people like, if I'm like dating someone, like I like them to be, my schedule is very like, I'm off early, like afternoon, weekends free. So I kind of like someone to be like on that page so we can do shit on those days,
together,
you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
You know, not have to wait till like fucking 10 o'clock, you know, to fucking see someone and do something. I've probably been living life without you all day, you know? So anyway, so what happened? So after that, we came back here, showed her some songs. Like she was just really into me, like, think you're really cool, think you're like really smart and this and that, and told her about the band. You know, she's all, have you thought about just doing stuff without the band? You know, kind of like, you know, going down that route.
Yoko
like,
on ya.
Oh really?
Yeah. Yoko Ono broke up the Beatles,
Yeah,
Mikey.
yeah.
Like,
I know that. I
let's
know
be
about
real
that.
here. You
But I
don't
didn't
need
know
the
that
band.
was a
You're
term.
such a genius by yourself,
I know.
Yoko.
Hey, you could argue that John Lennon was being a bitch too.
Yeah, but let us just hate
Yeah,
Yoko
that's-
Ono.
yeah,
We
that's
all
an-
saw
Hey,
her
you
try
know
and
what?
sing, man.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't want to get on a new boat. I'll stick with you.
Yeah, we'll say that Beatle talk for another day.
Right,
But
right.
that's a pretty in-depth one. But yeah, so and this and that, and so then we went back to her place, and I like crashed over at her place. She lives in Costa Mesa. Then I went to work the next day. After that, went to after work, took a nap because I was fucking tired from like the weekend. Barely got sleep.
Right.
And then I wake up from the nap, and I see a text, and it says something like, sorry, don't take this the wrong way, but like something I really like you, but yeah. And I was just like, what the fuck, you know, like.
Hey, it
So
sounded like
left
2
field.
good nights to me, man.
Huh?
Sounded like 2 good nights to me. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, it was cool. I mean, I don't want to go into too many details about like what we did. Should I? I don't know. Should I? I mean, I guess we're
man.
pretty open on the show.
Just
but
met. Yeah.
what did we say? I guess we'll just go in base terms. I got to second, I guess, if
All right.
that means anything. But,
Boob
you know,
grabbing, I think, right?
Yeah. well, sucking, you know, we don't just grab them at this age.
Is that second or third, bro? I don't even know the.
Well,
I
there
figured
would be,
third
like,
is
down.
oral. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
you got to
Like,
third.
kinda-
You slid into third.
I don't know.
I'm going
There was no
second.
vagina action.
Yeah, no under the pants.
Yeah,
we're on
I
second
think
base.
that's where we're
on
at
second,
on
yeah.
third. And then if you actually get to hit it, then that's the home run. You know,
Sounds like you were
making it
sliding
home.
into third. You might have got tagged on the way in.
It was weird because, okay, this is the thing. It was really weird. She was like, at one point talking to me about like, cause she's bisexual.
Okay.
She's been with the guy, but her last relationship for a year that she's been out here was with a girl.
Right.
So she was bisexual, and so like, and she started talking to me about like how freaky they would get, and like, you know, like talking about how girls can do, you know, like things like, you know,
Yeah.
Was she
guys
like in her
can
early
never do it.
20s or
can't.
something?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Like 21, bro.
All right.
All right.
Yeah. So she doesn't really know shit, really, you know?
Well, and the
Hasn't
whole
really
thing with,
experienced
like,
too much. Go ahead.
how girls will say, like, I just watched this Explain thing on Netflix, right? They explain a bunch of stuff from, like, the stock market to K-pop. One of them was
I've seen
female
the show.
orgasm, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
The female orgasm for that Explain series was the only episode that it didn't go, like, so in conclusion, da-da-da-da-da, right? And there was a bunch of lesbians that were like, oh, women give women better orgasms, this, that, and the other, but they're
I
not
saw
giving you
that.
anything to work. Well, what's your secret? Let's share notes, because there's this guy that thought it was the clit, and he's like 3 over 15 and then 20, and there's the, you know, the door's open. But yeah, man, the whole women do it better, I think that's just something they say to piss us off. Like, personally, like,
I don't know.
I don't
Personally,
know.
the way I think about it is like women got it already. They know how to use it. They're
no,
gonna
they
be
don't.
But that's what I
Every
think.
single one of them is
Just
different,
because
though.
they
That's
know,
true.
I just
That's
think
true. No,
because
I
they're
agree
a
with you.
girl, they would just probably, I think in a way, I guess, do it how they would want it done to them, and I guess.
Yeah,
that
but every
would
single
make it,
woman
'cause-
is different, though. It takes, like,
Yeah,
different
for
things
sure.
to get them to climax. Where men, all we require is friction and moisture, man.
Yeah, it's
A
easy.
couple of minutes of that, and we're like, you know, like,
Yeah.
women, you got to put in work and make eye contact and say their
Eye
name.
contact.
Eye contact is the worst, dude.
Say their
Like,
name. I don't say their name ever.
That's why your Tinder dates are going terrible, Mikey.
You say
Come
their
on.
name?
If it's requested upon request. Like, I've had a
Oh,
couple
upon
times where I'm
request.
hitting on this chick at the bar, and she's like, hold on, what's my name? I was like, fuck, Karen.
What?
What? Later? I was like, damn it, it
That's
wasn't
never
Karen, was it?
happened.
It's
What
happened
the
at least
fuck?
3 times to me. Yeah.
During sex.
No, like picking up
Oh.
on them. You know,
Oh.
like when you're hitting on them at the
I'm about
bar.
to say mid pump. You're asking. What?
Oh, hell no. That's just mean. That's just
What?
mean.
I'm
like-
out of here.
Yeah, I'm leaving at that point. Like, but yeah, back to the original why we got it straight. Her saying I used to be with girls and it would get so crazy. I think that's a bunch of hogwash, man. I think it's a bunch of stuff that they say just because they can say it.
Okay.
I don't know.
That's
But-
my personal
a
opinion.
lot of girls I've been with like feel I don't know if it's just a thing they say, but like most of them have been bi. Most of them, like, I don't know if they feel obligated to say that they're bi or if they feel like it makes the man more turned on or what. But
Oh, definitely.
maybe just women know how to get each other off, and we're still trying to catch up. That could be part of it.
You know what? Honestly, I think it's that girls can be more free with another girl.
Yeah, like with guy on guy, it's. I mean,
Well, it's
personally, I
like-
don't feel the same
Because
way.
I feel like
don't think
when
it's the
girls
same
were
thing.
guys, they hold back so they don't look like or feel like a slut.
Sure,
If that
yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
But with
Possibly.
girls, I think that's kind of like comes down where it can just
Lower ambitions.
Yeah,
not
and
so
experiment.
Judgy. Yeah.
because they're on the same level and shit.
Right.
But anyway, what I was saying with that was like she was talking about like kinky, freaky shit, like 50 Shades of Grey shit, asking me questions like that. And
All over
then-
that.
And I'm like sucking her tits while this is happening. And then at some point she just kind of puts them away and like kind of like she keeps telling me like I don't want to be like go too far or be sloppy and this and that.
You're talking 50 Shades of Grey, so like.
But that's the
Well,
thing.
they're
You can't be
girl.
bringing up topics like that and then
Right,
getting
right,
sexual and
right,
then
right. To me, that's like.
cut it off.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like you
Curtain
need to make up your
closed.
mind. Are you trying to get freaky or what's happening?
The only thing I
here?
can think of is like, did you not go hard enough? Because like.
Well, I don't know, dude. I mean, who knows? You know, I can't replay it. I can't like. I wish I could replay it and go harder and then
No,
give
man.
you the answer.
Yeah, exactly.
And get the results. But you know, there's like nothing I can do about
Right,
it now.
right.
But so that was that Tinder episode, and then Bumble. There's been a few days with that, and yeah, that's been pretty chill actually. It's free, like I said, it's free. You match a lot more. You know, they gotta make the first move. There's like limited time for them to make that move. Been on
So-
some dates and definitely gotten laid, yeah. And you know, but I have like met one chick we got pretty crazy. But she was like I didn't want to
it's working.
continue
It's
with
the way
her,
of the
yeah.
future. You know,
Yeah.
you get on your phone and be like,
And just
right,
swipe.
left, right. You know.
Yeah.
So Bumble's better for guys.
Yeah, I would say in general, just because I just feel like the class and level of girls on Bumble is just a higher quality because they just probably look at the app as like, they kind of put it higher than Tinder. Like Tinder kind of has that reputation to just like for hookups and shit like that. So with this, I feel like a lot of the girls are actually more serious. If that makes sense, and looking, of course, want to date, but like potentially, like their goal is to like find a boyfriend or find someone they're gonna be like dating long term.
But let's be honest, is that what we're looking for on Bumble?
Everyone's different.
Everyone's different. And for me personally, I can say that I am, but like, you gotta come across that girl too, like, until then you just gotta date. But which is cool is like, it's just the experience really, and just like the practice, I guess you can say.
Sure, yeah.
Because that's what it is really. You're just going on dates, and and you get used to like going out with different people and just kind of like making conversation with different people about their shit. Like, what do you do? What do you do for fun? Like this and that, and talk about even their Bumble experience. Have you been on dates before or whatever? So it's cool. Like, I guess practice for when you do, I guess, potentially meet that person. You're like, okay, I can like give up, delete the app for, type of thing. So,
even if you're not looking for like a long-term thing like that, like just meeting new people, making new relationships, that's fun.
It can be, can be a pain in the ass too. Like,
it goes
my
both
last
ways.
one on Tinder was kind of a nightmare, so it was fun for a minute, but very short-lived.
So, what's your situation right now, Troy? Like, you have a girlfriend now?
Yeah, I haven't been on Tinder in months, so yeah, things have been going good. I just didn't really know where else to go to try and like meet new people. Like the bar wasn't going too well. I think it's just after you get a certain age, like you can't go to the bar to meet new people anymore. Like it's just tacky in a way. Like, I don't know if I'm the only one that gets that, but
yeah. What do you feel like? Because that's like
it just
the only reason you would be there.
No, but just trying to spark up conversations with just females in general. Like, maybe you weren't even hitting on them, but they take it as that way, and it's just cunty. So it's like, oh man, why is nobody friendly out anymore? Like, well, I guess I am getting to about 30, so like, people my age, when they go out, they kind of stay with their group and are kind of wary of strange people being like, hey, how are you guys doing? So.
I see that. Well, compared to like when you're younger and you're more outgoing and
sure, yeah, absolutely
willing to make new friends.
Yeah, but I haven't been on a dating app in like fucking 10 months now, so it's going pretty good. I don't really miss it that much. It's kind of boring. Like, it's the chase that's fun. It's the chase. It's the swiping. I got a match. And after you get going on the conversation for a minute, just kind of like putting in the tape, like you've read similar messages before and you're like, oh, okay, that response didn't go well for that, so let's try this new one. And just it's fun, but you get bored, like anything, you get bored and burnt out. But
well, like you're saying about the bars, you don't know exactly what their intention is. At least with Tinder and Bumble, you like, they're looking. Well, yeah,
there's that right off the bat,
right? You have that already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, you go to a bar, you don't know what they could be single, they could be married, they could be
taken,
dating.
They could not even be into your type.
Right.
Yeah.
It's much more of a fucking gamble.
Yeah.
Well, fuck, man, I don't know how many times I've been waiting at the bar to get served and just trying to talk to the people around me because you're fucking stuck there. Like you could be stuck there for a good 10 minutes. And like, I get kind of bored just sitting there watching the bartender go around back and forth, back and doesn't matter.
I totally relate to this.
I totally
relate to this.
Yeah, if someone's on my right and they've been there for a while, fuck, man, what's going on? Some kind of small talk. It doesn't have to be that much, but it makes you feel not so like a fucking wallflower, just like tapping the bar, waiting for them to come around and notice you to get a goddamn Pabst Blue Ribbon. So yeah, I feel people just aren't very receptive to being approached in public. So it's like, let's try this dating app thing. You know, my roommates were doing it, so I was like, I'll give it a shot. You know, they look like they're having fun on the couch, not talking to any of us, so try it out.
Yeah.
It's been all right, you know.
I mean, personally, from where I'm coming from, not being single for a while, I'm curious to try that stuff, but, I mean...
What do you mean? You're single right now?
No, I'm not single, but if I were, I'd definitely be on Tinder and Bumble for sure.
Well, yeah, that's what it's for. It's for people that have been in a relationship for like fucking 5 to 8 years, and you have absolutely no skills socializing wise. So just go out and try it with strangers that you don't have to see them like face to face. It's
or maybe just getting...
And you know what the thing is too? Like you said in the previous. With rejection, it is a lot easier.
Oh yeah, it's way easier. Way easier.
And it's like if you hit it off or don't hit it off, and then say you hit it off and then you get over it, or you don't hit it off. It's like they were just a stranger from the beginning, so it's kind of really easy to get over.
Yeah, brush it off. You know, I mean that makes us weaker, but
it kind of makes you like definitely changes your emotions though, like. The fact that you can just meet people and then fuck them.
Well, it's
you know what I'm saying? It kind of makes you kind of a little heartless in a way.
It's so quick. It's quick, and then secondly, you don't really give a fuck after you let them go, right? Whereas I've been at the bar plenty of times. It's like you hit on the people around you, hit on the bartender if you have to.
I'll never hit on the bartender.
That's always bad.
She always gets hit something like it's going nowhere.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you've gone through those mistakes before in your life, right? And it doesn't take you anywhere, and then you end up buying another drink, wasting your time. But I mean, Tinder, Bumble. I mean, you know, both people know what they're getting into, so
exactly
saves everybody time.
Yeah, and then also to bring up the Tinder chick, the reason she was on Tinder, because remember I was speaking about the quality and the expectations.
Right.
She said she got on Tinder because the chick she was with cheated on her through Tinder.
Okay, so she wanted to see what was so good there. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so that's why she was on there, and she had no idea what Bumble was. Or else, I guess, I'm sure she would have been there. Mm-hmm. You know. But what I also have noticed is that a lot of girls that are on Bumble, I've come across them on Tinder too, and actually kind of slow down and glance.
You cross fucking reference them.
Yeah, they're like they're on both. They're like the drivers that do Uber and Lyft. They're like
they're just like you know.
yeah. Because I'm on both. Else how would I know?
I mean, just like everyone. What'd you guys do before Tinder and Bumble?
Just go out,
yeah. But you didn't go after one chick, right? I mean, same
you
kind of concept. You go after.
You gotta play the number game.
Multiple platforms, multiple places. It just makes sense.
Yeah. But it's a little easier because in public, like you can like be talking to a chick, but she might see you talking to another chick, and that'll just kill what you just did. You know?
True.
Like on this, it's kind of like even if you go on a date, you still have to like keep in mind in the back of your head, like they are on this app and they can still potentially be going on other dates.
Exactly.
You know, and like, which is fine. So like, which is also cool because then you know it's like either, you know, you hit it off and it's all about the second date. You know, everyone can have a first date, but it's about if you have the second, third, fourth, you know, and then whatever happens there.
Yeah. Yeah, like the first one's all anonymity. I mean, you don't know who the fuck the person is.
Looks and their little superficial bio that they put up to get you interested in.
Yeah. The angles. It's all about the angles, bro.
Yeah. And I've been on some dates where I've had good combos with them, and then we met up in person and it wasn't the same.
Yeah, it was just dry and stale and stuff.
Yeah.
That'll happen.
Like they, I don't know. Like maybe like they're good at behind the screen, but then like in person they're not really that.
Yeah, not too quick on their feet.
Yeah.
I think we kind of talked about that in the last one too. It's like you get a while to think about your response or whatever.
Yeah. Kind of make the best.
Present your best self, you know, like polish your own turd kind of thing.
And then in real life, it's more improv and spontaneous. And like you know, on the fly. So it's like you either have it or you don't.
Right, because eventually you're going to come to that point where, you know,
Yeah.
based off your experience, one seems more biased than the other. Tinder didn't really pan out for you. One fish got off the line. Bumble panned out from what I heard.
And then keep in mind, these are just 1 month results.
Yeah.
Right.
So it could, you know, change. But I think I'm actually going to delete the Tinder one just because it costs money. And just, so we might do a follow-up Bumble one, but yeah, I think unless someone else says Tinder will.
I mean, if you got money to throw around, do both. But what do you think, Troy?
I only did the 1 month trial with Tinder. I gave it like $10 or $15, however much it was, and it worked great, and I haven't used it since. So I never tried Bumble, just, I don't know why. Less to juggle, you know.
Yeah.
I've been in a relationship too long, so...
Yeah, but do you feel like from an outside perspective, do you feel like you learned a lot about the app? Say if you were to like give it a try, you have some insight.
Yeah, from an outside perspective, I would try both. I'm more sold on Bumble from what you told me, but I would definitely give both a shot, see how they go.
Yeah, definitely
Both
try your
sound
own
fun.
results.
I mean, yeah, they both sound great.
Okay, cool. All right. And you think you'll be able to navigate from the info we've given you? Think you'll be able to like get in there because you kind of would have like a head start on the game, right?
There's no doubt in my mind if I was single, there'd be no problem. I mean,
all right.
It's all about persistence and, you know, confidence in yourself. So no problems here. No. I would have no trouble, but
All right. I like that.
it's not about me right now. It's more about you guys.
Yeah. Or I guess me because you're both taken now, but
Unfortunately.
yeah. Well, all right. Well, on that note, thank you guys for listening, and thank you guys for coming out and joining this episode. And once again, I am Mikey, and
I'm Troy.
Tristen.
And I hope you guys have a great night. Good night.